What if I told you Lil Durk might be facing life in prison, or worse? Not just for one murder-for-hire plot, but two. What if the person who helped the feds build their case was someone Durk once called family? And what if it all started with revenge and ended with betrayal? Newly unsealed court documents, secret recordings, and over 230 gigabytes of federal evidence have flipped this case upside down. From shocking ties to the murder of Quando Rondo's cousin, to a hidden Chicago hit linked to the death of Durk's own brother. This isn't just about rap beef anymore. This is about loyalty, betrayal, and how fast the streets can turn on you. Let's break it all down. This is Rap Report, and today we're diving deep into how new evidence may destroy Lil Durk's entire empire. The first domino fell in Los Angeles, August 2022. A black Escalade pulls into a gas station near Beverly Center. Inside, rapper Quando Rondo and his cousin, 24-year-old Lul Pab. Moments later, bullets fly. Masked gunmen light up the SUV. Quando Rondo survives. His cousin doesn't. At first, it looked like another tragic drive-by. But behind the scenes, federal agents were already connecting the dots. Court documents now allege this wasn't random, it was planned, coordinated, funded, and the man behind it, allegedly, Lil Durk. According to federal prosecutors, this was revenge. In November 2020, Quando Rondo's crew was involved in the murder of King Von, Durk's close friend and labelmate. Durk wanted blood. He wanted justice. He wanted Quando Rondo dead. Prosecutors say Durk's inner circle offered a bounty. They've linked credit card purchases, plane tickets, surveillance, and even text messages to the operation. And they say the killers flew in from Chicago just for that hit. But this wasn't even the full story. Because while the Rondo case grabbed headlines, something darker was bubbling back in Chicago. Rewind to January 27th, 2022. Chicago. 24-year-old Stefon Mack, an alleged leader in the Smashville faction of the Gangster Disciples, is gunned down outside a youth peace center. Shot in the head and chest. A security guard is also hit but survives. Two men, Anthony Wilson and Preston Powell, were charged with Mack's murder in 2023. Prosecutors say they killed Mack for money. But the question was, who put up the cash? This month, unsealed federal documents say the money trail leads back to Lil Durk. The motive? Revenge. In 2021, Durk's blood brother, DThang, was murdered outside Club O in Harvey, Illinois. Chaos erupted. The feds believe Mack's faction was behind DThang's death, and in response, prosecutors say Durk allegedly offered money for anyone willing to kill GDs. Stefon Mack was supposedly at the top of that list. Text messages, phone records, social media posts, even lyrics. That's what the feds say. Connects Durk to the second hit, and it gets even deeper. Every empire has its traitor. For OTF, his name was Jam, D, a longtime affiliate, someone Durk stood by for years. In fact, Jam served over a decade in prison on an attempted murder charge. Durk kept him close after release, brought him back into the fold, trusted him, and that might have been his biggest mistake, because Jam flipped. Federal documents say Jam became a confidential informant, wearing a wire and feeding the feds inside information about Durk's moves, flights, payments, conversations, targets. He didn't just flip. He became the FBI's inside man. Even DJ Academics and Whack 100 confirmed Jam's betrayal. King Yella said Jam personally told him Durk was involved in the murder of Lul Pab. Why did he flip? Some say it's because Durk ignored his request for legal help for Jam's baby mama. Whether out of spite, self-preservation, or just disloyalty, Jam's betrayal gave the feds everything they needed, and it might have single-handedly destroyed OTF from the inside. With all this evidence, Durk's team still tried to fight. After his arrest in Florida, his attorneys requested bail. They offered $1 million cash, property worth $2.3 million, round-the-clock security, even house arrest. They wanted to show Durk was no threat. But prosecutors fired back, hard. They told the judge, Durk isn't just dangerous, he's orchestrating violence from behind the scenes. He doesn't need to pull the trigger, he has others do it for him. The judge agreed, denied bail. Durk would stay locked up, awaiting trial. He's been behind bars since October 2024. And with the trial, let's talk about something controversial: rap lyrics as evidence. The feds say Durk's songs are more than music. They say it's confession in the booth. They've highlighted lyrics from allege and Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy, claiming Durk hinted at payback for his brother and King Von. Even the line, "We got back on they ass," is being interpreted as revenge for DThang. But Durk's team says that's a stretch. They argue music is art, not confession. And they're not wrong. Hip-hop has always used violent imagery as metaphor, not autobiography. Still, it's being used in court, and so are Durk's Instagram posts, tweets, and cryptic captions. Anything that hints at retaliation is being pulled into the case. It's a slippery slope, one that could affect every rapper in the game. Let's set the record straight. No, Lil Durk is not facing the electric chair. Yes, he's facing federal charges that could carry the death penalty. But California hasn't used the electric chair in years, and a 2019 moratorium by Governor Newsom stopped executions statewide. So where did this rumor come from? TikTok.DAO, viral videos joked about Durk getting zapped. Memes went crazy. Tweets went wild. But the reality is, if convicted, he could face life in prison, not execution. Still, the fact that the rumor even exists shows how serious this case has gotten in the public's mind. Just 1 week before his arrest, Durk received the key to the city in Broadview, Illinois. It was a celebration of his Neighborhood Heroes Foundation, supporting youth, education, and community growth. Then came the indictment. The city revoked the honor. The mayor said they couldn't support someone under such heavy legal fire. It was a symbolic blow, not just to Durk's image, but to everything he had worked to build outside of music. Even his $150,000 donation to Mayor Brandon Johnson's campaign came under fire, but the mayor chose not to comment, saying he won't judge until after trial. That's how fast it flipped, from hero of the city to do not associate. As of today, Durk sits in a federal cell. No bail, no tour, no album, just silence. He's gone from the top of the charts to the bottom of the system. And while he hasn't been convicted yet, his future is hanging by a thread. Will he beat the case? Will more charges come? Will Jam's betrayal sink him completely? Only time, and a courtroom, will tell. But one thing's for sure, this is the biggest battle of Lil Durk's life. If you found this breakdown insightful, do us a favor. Hit that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Durk is guilty or being set up? And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives like this. Because here at Rap Report, we don't just cover the headlines. We expose the stories behind them. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you next time.